in Ol Kalou, Nyandarua County.
The just concluded Ol Kalou by-election has emerged as more than just a contest for the parliamentary seat. It has become a political case study on how an opposition coalition, despite facing the full weight of state-backed campaigning, managed to outsmart the government using tactics that were once the government's own winning formula. Grace Nganga tells us more.
For weeks, the ruling side threw everything into the race. High-profile campaigns, senior government officials, extensive resources, and an aggressive ground operation. Yet, when the votes were counted, the strategy had failed.
So I want to ask Moses Kuria, Betty Maina, and Kiunjuri to start looking for ways to refund William Ruto his money. You've conned William Ruto, it's now time for you to refund.
Ironically, the blueprint deployed in Ol Kalou closely resembled the one that helped President William Ruto secure victories in the previous by-elections. However, in Ol Kalou, that script flipped. Having lost the previous by-elections, sources say DCP spent weeks studying how those contests were won and where they believed they had fallen short. This time, they were determined not to be caught off guard, but to beat Ruto at his own game. So, what happened? Sources told KTN, having closely studied how those contests unfolded, the party is said to have anticipated the government's playbook and built its own counter strategy well before polling day.
Even if he changes a single dot, we have the web.
Voter that we had in 2022 is no longer the same voter we have right now.
KTN understands that at the 87 polling centers, DCP had engaged 100 youth who kept a vigil outside the polling centers with the aim of preventing voter bribery as well as whistleblowing any suspicious activities by their opponents. Medium polling centers with more than 2,100 registered voters were manned by a group of 200 youth, while the largest polling centers had been assigned to 300 coordinators. Roads leading to some polling centers were also closely monitored, with vehicles reportedly prevented from accessing the immediate vicinity of polling stations from wee hours, with the first victim, Mathira MP Eric Wamombi, reportedly blocked from accessing the vicinity. Even security officers weren't spared. They came under public scrutiny before being allowed near some polling centers. DCP is said to have settled on adapt a station strategy. The operation did not end after voting. Supporters reportedly remained at polling stations throughout tallying and counting before escorting IEBC election materials to the main tallying center. Whether Ol Kalou proves to be an isolated upset or the beginning of a new political playbook remains to be seen. But one lesson has already emerged. Not the gas cylinders, not the mattresses, not the cash donations, not the development project launches, and not even the boats. Campaign rallies alone no longer win elections. And if the strategy is replicated beyond Ol Kalou,
na msikuwe na wasiwasi. Relax. Hii siasa sisi ndio mafundi wa hii kitu.
Then President William Ruto may have discovered that the toughest opponent is one that has mastered his own political playbook. Grace Nganga, KTN.
You know, the biggest question is when you see